14, this one trained by Norman Bradley, the father of Graham Bradley, ridden by champion jockey Peter Scudamore. The Star Justic has had 3 runs so far this season. Came back to his best when beating Trafalgar Blue by length at Wetherby. That was over 2 miles on goodish ground and was last month. Hasn't been all that consistent in the park, but has proved effective at today's trip. So if he gets through safe, who knows? This is definitely a race of survival.
Just about to dispatch them by the look of it. 18 of the national fences to be jumped this time. Still a few appealing, landing boards out of line. Peacock Aid a little bit behind the others. Lewisden Prince also behind him.
Peter, don't do us, will you?
Still appealing. That's it, they're away. And racing towards the first. North Yard, one of the first to show, with Cursill and Bright Morning. Bright Morning with the sheepskin noseband comes to it, margin in the lead. Fairchild is right up with them, and Valley Justice. Bright Morning lands in the lead, and they're all safely over the first. And coming up to join the leaders is Scale the Heights, and also Vaguely Artistic. And right up with them too is Valley Justice and Scale the Heights, and Villiers Town moving into third as they come down towards the chair now. Valley Justice is the leader from Scale the Heights, then Villiers Town in third, then comes the divider at the chair now. Valley Justice and Scale the Heights, they land together from Villiers Town third, and Lewisden Prince is a faller there. Lewisden Prince has gone. The leaders come down to the water with Scale the Heights on the inside. Over on the far side is Valley Justice, then Villiers Town, and then the divider. Behind the divider, Peacock Aid and Bright Morning, and then North Yard. Behind North Yard is Wiggburn. Then comes Woodside Road. The back marker is Star Justic. They're racing now down towards the Melling Road, and on the inside it's Valley Justice in the lead from Scale the Heights on the outside. Then comes Villiers Town, the divider, Bright Morning, Wiggburn on the inner, Peacock Aid up there, and over to John Hanmer.
And Scale the Heights and Valley Justice, the 2 leaders. Then Villiers Town is close up towards the outside. Bright Morning is there. And the next fence will be the first national fence on Saturday. In this race, it's the 5th. And Scale the Heights just in the lead from Valley Justice. Then Villiers Town is up there with Bright Morning. Then North Yard, the divider. They're all over that one. The loose horse, Lewisden Prince, going with them still as they come to the 6th. And it's Scale the Heights, Valley Justice, then Peacock Aid, Villiers Town, Bright Morning, all over that safely. Then North Yard, then Wiggburn going well on the inside as they come to the big ditch in front of us. And Villiers Town jump to the front there. And they're all over that. And Villiers Town in the lead from Scale the Heights, then Landing Board, Peacock Aid, Valley Justice, Wiggburn, North Yard, Bright Morning, and Vaguely Artistic in the divider, and over to Julian Wilson.
There, Wiggburn much closer now on the inside. Peacock Aid still well there with Valley Justice towards the outside. Villiers Town and North Yard, and the favourite's got a fair bit to do at present. He's only got about 6 behind him as they jump the one before Beechers. Scale the Heights still, Peacock Aid on the inside is Wiggburn, towards the outside is Villiers Town, then North Yard, and Landing Board quite close behind the leaders. Valley Justice still there, then the divider and Vaguely Artistic as they come down to Beechers Brook. And at Beechers, the leader over it, disputing it, Villiers Town, and the faller there was North Yard. North Yard is down at Beechers, but everything else has jumped it. Villiers Town on the outside of Scale the Heights. Behind these two, the great Peacock Aid, who makes a mistake there. Then Wiggburn on the outside is Landing Board, then the divider. On the inside is Pan Arctic, on the outside is Valley Justice as they come down towards the canal turn. And at the canal turn, on the inside, Villiers Town, the top weight, takes the lead. Scale the Heights is in second, then the grey Peacock Aid third. Landing Board and Pan Arctic, the divider making ground, then Wiggburn, then Star Justic getting much closer now. Mr. Baker's getting into it, as is Vaguely Artistic, and Valley Justice losing ground there. And up front, it's still Villiers Town from Scale the Heights, Landing Board now third, Peacock Aid, Pan Arctic, the divider, Wiggburn, and Vaguely Artistic as we rejoin John Hanmer.
And they've got 4 to jump. The next is the last open ditch, and it's Villiers Town in the lead from Scale the Heights, Landing Board, then the divider, Peacock Aid, Wiggburn, Pan Arctic, then Valley Justice, and he's followed by Vaguely Artistic, then Star Justic, Cursill, And they've got 3 to jump, and they're all over that ditch safely, and Villiers-Town leads from the divider, now going second. Then Scale the Heights on the inside of Peacock Aid, then Panartley making ground on the inner, then Wiggburn landing board. And then comes Valley Justice and Vaguely Artistic, and they're well clear of the rest. And as they go across the Melling Road with 2 to jump, it's Villiers-Town, the divider. Then Wiggburn going third, then Panarctic landing board, Peacock Aid, Valley Justice, Scale the Heights and Vaguely Artistic, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Villiers-Town from the divider with 2 left to jump. Wigburn's moved into third. Panarctic is 4. Little between the 2 leaders as they race towards this. Villiers-Town towards the right, the divider on the left. Then close is Wiggburn, and then comes Panarctic, still going well in fourth, but Villiers-Town and the divider, these 2 disputing it. From Wiggburn in third, then Panarctic in fourth. Villiers-Town lands in the lead from the divider, then Wiggburn, then Panarctic. They're racing now towards the final fence, and as they do so in this Glenlivet handicap chase, it's still Villiers-Town, the top weight, being pressed by Wiggburn now. Then comes the divider, and then Panarctic. It's Villiers-Town being pressed by Wigtown, the divider. Panarctic back in fourth. It's Villiers-Town, the top weight, and Kevin Jones with the lead from Wiggburn, but Wiggburn challenging towards the near side, and Wiggburn coming to take it up now. And it's Wiggburn and Mike Williams who've taken it up as they race into the final 150 yards. It's Wiggburn from Villiers-Town. Panarctic putting in a tremendous run in third. Wiggburn still holding Villiers-Town. Panarctic still moving into a challenging position, but Wigburn's going to hold them all, and at the line Wiggburn is the winner, and Panarctic is second, and third is Villiers-Town, and 4 was Peacock Aid, and then the divider and Mr. Baker, and behind them landing board, and behind him came Vaguely Artistic, and then Kersil, and then Merlin. In fact, they've nearly all finished. Behind Merlin was Scale the Heights, and behind him came Valley Justice and Fairchild, and behind him was Bright Morning, and finally Woodside Road. And so the result is first, number 8, Wiggburn, owned by Mr. John Butler, trained by Mrs. Ann Hewitt, and ridden by Mike Williams. Second was number 11, Panarctic, owned by Mrs. R. Bill, trained by Tom Bill, and ridden by Simon Sherwood. And third was number 1, Villiers-Town, owned by Mr. P. Pillar, trained by Arthur Stevenson, written by Kevin Jones. And fourth was number 26, Peacock Aid.
Wow, what a terrific training performance is by Ann Hewitt. This horse's first race since November. Well, we'll be back for the aftermath very shortly, but now it's time to return to London for the
This was number 8, Wiggburn, at 12 to 1. Second was number 11, Panarctic, at 13 to 1. Third, number 1, Villiers. Super race that, and everyone came back safe and sound. They've had a rehearsal for the first, for tomorrow, and also for the big one, the Seagram National, on Saturday. This is what it's all about. Big fences, brave horses and jockeys. And we're going to have a look back now at the race right from the start of the Glenlivet Trophy. So they set off pretty fast, Bill, as we expected.
Yes, as always in these races, there's going a fair old gallop.
On the inside in the green there is Valley Justice, and then the pink, Scale the Heights next to him, and in the light colours is Bright Morning as they jump the first.
All safely over the first. Great jump by Villiers-Town on this side in the white breastger, just to the left of your picture with the light green colours. So the strong front-running horse is taking a fair grip and obviously enjoying himself over the first few.
Fairchild is right to the left of the picture there with the sheepskin noseband. He never really got into the race. That was the nearest he ever got. But the leader there, Valley Justice on the inside, Scale the Heights, Ken White's horse, going nicely, and the grey horse, easily identifiable, of course, Peacock Aid, nicely up there. But now it's coming to the fence that really matters.
And this is where Lewis and Prince goes. Front leaders here jump this in grand style. Scale the Heights this side, really picks up and has a cut. Villiers-Town uses himself over it. And there, Lewis and Prince right in the middle in the red colours. Down he goes, makes a real mess of it.
Yes, he was never going to get away with that. But we can look at it now from a totally different angle. This is the chair from the far side. Scale the Heights will come over first in the pink with Valley Justice in the green colours. That's Peter Dever and also Nigel Coleman. Here they come. There, what a lovely sight. Of course, the ground is raised. Villiers-Town going through, the grey Peacock Aid. Any moment now, there he goes, in amongst the hooves. That is a horrible place to be, down amongst the hooves, because you never know if you're going to get up again in one feet. But Ronnie Begum was fine. He rolls over, and gets up. So they go on now to the water jump at the same two leaders.
And as we say, this water jump jumps very well, and you can see what a great sight these horses make streaming over it, as we hope they do over the next 2 days.
The divider's fairly well up there on the inside in the mauvish colours, but now as they hit this bend, it's a lovely feeling. They've got over the chair and they're facing out into the real Grand National course. And here, with only one faller, there's still 18 standing as they go out into the country, Bill.
Starting to string out a little bit now. The leaders, as we say, Scale the Heights is up there in the pink colours on the outside. Fairchild, very fancied horse, is towards the back, and this is from here on in. You never really see much of him in the race. He's not thoroughly enjoying it as we hoped he would.
And Starjestic, Peter Scudamore, never really in the race either. That pulls up a little bit later on. But here, Villierstown starting to pull, Bill. He can pull. I expected him to lead, and he pricks his ears going down. He's in the yellow colours, just behind the leader, who happens now to be Bright Morning in the light colours on the outside, just fractionally behind Scale the Heights. But Bright Morning in the light colours towards the centre of the course, running a super race.
Coming up on the inside, here we have the grey horse, Peacock 8, Ken White's other runner, jumping the fence now, just being led by his other horse, Scale the Heights.
Of course, this is a fence that jockeys don't particularly like.
Here goes Villierstown. He's really got a grip of things now. His ears pricked, obviously loving himself around here. Big weight, 11.13, but he's making light of it. Jumps this ditch really well. Look at the height he gives that fence. Absolutely loved it.
In fact, they all jump it well, just a few brush through it, but that can be a bogey fence. Here you can see on the inside there, Scale the Heights, Nigel Coleman pulled his goggles down. He knew that he was probably going to stay up in front from there on in.
Yes, he didn't want to get any misty views of these fences.
So just starting to make a run on the inside, there is Wiggburn in the yellow colours. He's showing for the first time and pulling quite nicely. He ran a super race, Wiggburn. He was nicely up on the inner, ridden by little Michael Williams for Anne Hewitt.
Right bang on the inside there, going down towards Beaches, jumps this fence absolutely super. They've all jumped very well throughout. One or two of the back ones just taking a bit of brush out, but basically they're doing a good job.
And you can see that most of them are going down inner to middle. No one going right down the inside here.
No, the winner's the only one who's on the inside at all, and he just cuts across a little bit. We lose North Yard at this fence here. The leader's jumping it now.
North Yard about to land in the red colours there.
Goes down in the heat, and he's
landed
gone.
Too steep, Bill. He couldn't get away with that. In fact, he interferes there with Bright Morning, hits that one broadside on, but no damage done at all, and Peter Hobbs rolls over and gets to his feet. So now they're coming to the smallest fence on the course. This is tiny.
Yes, but sometimes can catch them out. They've jumped Beaches, and it just makes horses look a little bit. The leader, Scale the Heights, just kicks the brush out somewhat. There you see Fairchild with the sheepskin noseband on. Bad mistake in the green colours at the back.
But isn't this a lovely horse in front? Villierstown, 11.30. Look at him pricking his ears. He absolutely loves it.
And this is the classic way to jump the canal turn. He just gives him a little bit of room and then cuts right in on the corner there, puts himself right, stands off, and look at that beautiful job there.
Kevin Jones giving him a good ride and getting a good ride. But coming in onto the scene now is Landing Board. He's in the yellow sleeves and the green vest towards the outside. Landing Board just poking his nose in and going exceptionally well, in 5th place at the moment.
The only sort of mistake that Villierstown makes at that, he just runs up and gets a bit of height. North Yard here on the inside, going very well for Simon Sherwood. 2 winners under his belt today. Simon might even think he's going to get a 3rd one. But it's still Scale the Heights tracking Villierstown as they're coming down to the one after Valentine's.
And there's Landing Board just poking in onto the action. This one from Peter Harris's yard. He's running a super race there and ridden by David Skirm, who claims the £7. On the tight inside is actually Pan Arctic, ridden by Simon Sherwood. On the outside in the mauve colours is the Divider, number 6. He's getting in, and the grey Peacock Aid. Bang there, but Villierstown shortened into that. He certainly knows how to jump.
He's certainly adapted well. They're vaguely artists. We see at the back there, who I was rather rude about it early on. He's done a good job and jumped around here very well.
And the Irish horse is 2 from the left, just about behind the leaders now. This one is coming in, Mr. Baker. He's just starting to put down a challenge, gets a little bit nearer before the death. But hugging the rails here is Simon Sherwood on Pan Arctic in the dark colours, and then Scale the Heights in the pink. The grey there is Peacock Aid. Villierstown still with those ears pricked. And then the Divider on his outside going well. But Wiggburn has switched from the inside to the outside, Bill.
Yes, I don't see really why he moved him out there, but it's certainly done him no harm coming for home is when he gets into a good position on the outside. Villierstown leading him round on the inside. The Divider's joined him, and here looks to be going very well indeed. Pan Arctic still going very well in 3rd or 4th place, so, but it's a strong race here for Villierstown. He's got a lot of weight, but he's not given in yet.
And Michael Williams, on the eventual winner Wiggburn in 3rd place there, hasn't actually put down his trump card yet. He's just trying to save a bit without overworking.
Yeah, and Pan Arctic, I must say, still looks to be going very well. Simon Show sitting very comfortably on him.
So Villierstown rises just a neck in front there from the Divider. Wiggburn is 3rd, Pan Arctic 4th, and in behind them the Irish horse Mr. Baker in 6th place. But it's going to concern the leaders now.
And from here on, the weight on Villierstown has had to anchor him. Puts in a good jump at the last and doesn't give up at all. The Divider's still at him, but Wiggburn breathing down their necks, and Pan Arctic still on the inside, been creeping his way all the way around the inside, Simon Sherwood. And Villierstown striking for home now, but with 11:13, this is where it's really starting to tell.
Yes, such a brave performance, but this is the job of handicapping, to bring horses together, and it has brought these two together here. Little Michael Williams there driving for home. What a marvellous feeling, because he's been through the doldrums, Bill, but today he's coming really good.
Look, he was smiling on the way out, and I'm certainly smiling on the way in.
So as they go to the line now, everyone's given their best. The Divider is, Pan Arctic is running very strongly, and the top weight, Villierstown, is weakening. But as they go to the line, the winner is Wiggburn.